We'll flip for it. Georgie, call it.
Heads.
Not your day.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times events in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage made us look at Young Sheldon in a whole new light.
And a fever, 102.
Poor baby. Should have seen you soft kitty.
Number 10, setting up the timeline for Georgie's future. Pretty much from the moment Georgie and Mandy became an item, it felt like Young Sheldon was already setting the stage for their next spin-off.
I just wanted to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to.
You could argue the idea might have been floating around in the writers' heads ever since Georgie and his dad made this bet.
Georgie, I'll bet you $1,000 you're married before you're 25.
You got a bet. Feel like I'm stealing your money.
Georgie married his first wife at 19.
Either way, it didn't take long for them to slide into the center of the series as we followed their whole journey into parenthood and marriage with all its ups and downs. The series finale seemed to go the extra mile to set up this new phase of Georgie's life, as he quickly steps into the man of the house role after George Sr. passes away.
You don't need to worry. I've got everything under control. Won't let you down, Dad.
Number 9, Soft Kitty. Since Big Bang, Soft Kitty comes as close to Sheldon's off switch as anything.
Trying to tell a grown man to go to sleep
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Little ball of fur.
That's not gonna work.
In Young Sheldon, we see Mary sing it to him when he's sick. But the moment that really matters is Sheldon singing it to his niece when she won't stop crying. Then in First Marriage, we hear Georgie sing it to his daughter to help her sleep.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
On one hand, it's a sweet little reminder that baby Cece is fully folded into a long-standing Cooper family tradition. But even more than that, it feels like one of the few threads connecting her to her uncle, someone she probably won't grow up knowing beyond the stories the family passes down.
Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm not happy about it either.
Number 8, work versus family. Mandy and Georgie get into an argument when Georgie starts talking about expanding their family, while Mandy's energy is firmly on her career right now.
I don't want to have another kid right now.
Well, when?
I don't know.
But someday?
I don't know.
So maybe not someday?
Maybe not.
Well, what if I'm not okay with that?
Well, too bad. It's my decision.
It's not the first time this very real and relatable conflict has shown up for them. In Young Sheldon, Mandy decides she wants to jumpstart her weather girl career in Medford after having Cece, and Georgie isn't exactly as supportive as he could be.
I want a career.
Well, I happen to think motherhood is a career.
What about fatherhood? You have a job.
It's different.
Why?
Because. There's lots of reasons.
Back then, Mandy learned how tough it is to be a working mother. If juggling work and motherhood already felt like a handful with one child, the thought of doing it with more will naturally make her break into a sweat.
Today was the longest I've been away from her, and it was awful.
So you don't want the job?
I don't know.
Number 7, Mandy's ex. One of the things we learn about Mandy is that she used to date her boss back in San Antonio, and things did not end well.
Why'd you leave?
The station manager and I broke up. But now his new girlfriend gets to be on TV at 8:30.
Well, now Scott is back in her life and has once again offered her a job. While she accepts, she neglects to tell Georgie who her new boss is, which inevitably leads to drama. Scott apologizes to Mandy for the way he handled things back in San Antonio.
I'm sorry. I handled that badly, and you deserved better.
Thank you.
However, we do have to wonder if there's more to the story Mandy initially told Georgie, because we're not sure we'd want to work for someone who could send us packing the moment someone else turns their head.
Well, we're not going away. It's a work trip.
Right, but when you and I first got together, it was on a work trip.
Well, that was different. I was single then.
I wasn't.
Number 6, the foundations of a marriage. There's no getting around the fact that the way we handle relationships usually come from what we saw growing up.
Did I want to get stuck coaching high school football? Did I want to live across the street from your mother? Did I want to spend my evening getting yelled at by my daughter and my son and my wife?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were so unhappy.
Because you never bothered to ask.
Mary and George's marriage has love at its core, sure. Yet it's also full of fights, long stretches of emotional distance, and wandering eyes. In Young Sheldon, they're constantly dealing with money stress and trying to balance their own wants with the never-ending needs of their family.
You're honestly happy with how your life turned out. You have no regrets.
That giant mistake gave us our children, who I love very much.
What about your husband?
Oh, I love him just fine.
Oh, nice. Put that on a Hallmark card.
Georgie and Mandy carry pieces of that, juggling a big age gap, tight finances, and raising a child while still learning how to be adults. Honestly, the fact that the McAllisters is bickering during Thanksgiving makes Mary miss George speaks volumes.
Your father and I used to argue about him getting drunk on Thanksgiving, and I'll never get to do that again.
You miss arguing with Dad?
Yes.
Number 5, Georgie and Sheldon's relationship. This one probably goes all the way back to TBBT when Georgie tells us what life was like after George passed.
Who do you think took care of everything?
Mom did. Mom always took care of everything.
Mom was a mess. Missy was a dumb teenager. I had to look after both of them.
We also know that once Sheldon heads to Pasadena, the distance between the brothers only grows. Looking back at all the ways Georgie watched out for Sheldon, it just doesn't feel like that alone would be enough to crack their bond. Georgie even mentions calling Sheldon for help while he's trying to get ahead in the tire business.
I learned how to say hi in Korean. Annyeong.
How'd you learn that?
Called Sheldon. He also taught me Honton Shidiodia.
What's that mean?
Where's the bathroom?
Why does your brother know Korean?
Why does he know Klingon?
And sure, Sheldon isn't exactly the most reliable narrator, but that almost makes it tougher to swallow, knowing Georgie was there for him far more than he ever realized.
Status report.
Dry as a bone.
So I have time for a second slice?
Go nuts.
Copy.
If our kid's weird, I'm ready.
Number 4, Missy's difficult years. Missy's difficult years may have started while her dad was still around, but losing him definitely made everything harder.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking I didn't want to take the test.
So cut class. Don't pull a fire alarm.
Next time I'll know better.
No next time.
She starts acting out more, and with their father gone, Georgie feels he has to step up and be the steady one for his sister. He's even the one who suggests she face her grief directly.
I really miss you.
Feel better?
No, you jerk!
When Missy sits at their dad's headstone, we're reminded of every daddy-daughter moment and all the times he was her anchor. And through it all, Georgie was there for her too. In the spin-off, we see how years of him having her back have turned into a bond where Missy knows her big brother will always be there for her.
Did you hang it on your wall?
Get out of here.
I'm telling people you cried.
Number 3, the road trip. As Georgie sets out on a road trip with his father-in-law, he decides to invite Connor along for the ride, seeing the parallels between Mandy's brother and his own.
Growing up in my family, nobody really understood Sheldon. Sometimes I wish I tried harder.
Well, he's still your brother. You can always call him.
Of course, the trip doesn't exactly go as planned, which instantly brings back memories of another road trip that went sideways. Naturally, in Young Sheldon, we only hear our narrator's version of events, so it's actually quite interesting to hear it from Georgie's perspective.
Once my dad took me and Sheldon to Florida to see the space shuttle launch.
Oh, I always wanted to see that.
Me too, it got rained out. Spent the whole time in a motel room listening to Sheldon complain.
It really makes you realize how much he had to bite his tongue throughout that misadventure. Well, at the very least, we can call it good practice for all those times he apparently saved Sheldon from their sister.
You know, I can't imagine what it must have been like for you to grow up with a brother like that.
No, what I'm most proud of is how many times I kept his sister from killing him.
Number 2, like father, like son. George Sr. and Georgie always had a pretty complicated relationship, and they just saw the world in totally different ways.
I think it's great you got this job, and you're doing so well at it. I'm proud of you.
All right.
However, beneath it all, Georgie just wanted to make his dad proud. After George Sr. dies, Georgie feels that he has to step into that man-of-the-house role, trying to figure things out the way his dad would have.
My brother tried to fill the vacuum created by my father's passing.
$3,500. You do realize we're talking about the beloved head coach of a winning football team.
In the spin-off, you really feel how much he misses his father and how much more he appreciates everything George Sr. did for their family. It almost feels like the show is going the extra mile in doing damage control for the version of George Sr. that Sheldon remembered.
I'm worried if I work myself into the ground, I won't be around for my daughter.
I get that.
Because I want to be there when she has kids.
Well, hopefully it's a lot later than when you had kids.
From your mouth to God's ears.
I did a good job raising you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Father-son talks in the truck. In First Marriage, we see that Georgie has inherited George Sr.'s truck. Fair enough, Sheldon can't drive, and we can guess why Missy wouldn't get it, but there's more to it than practicality.
You're not driving my truck.
Come on, just here in the parking lot.
No!
Please, Daddy.
I know what you're doing.
Creating memories that'll last a lifetime?
Even if it wasn't in that truck specifically, George and his kids shared plenty of important moments while on the road.
You get that I was doing this for the baby, right?
I do.
Which, when you think about it, could be a reason to be proud of me. Take some time. Think about it.
For Georgie especially, it almost feels like he's hanging on to a piece of his dad, taking him along for the ride even if he's not physically here anymore. And honestly, it's hard not to get a little emotional thinking about George still being part of his family's life in such a simple, everyday way.
Come on. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Why don't you try using it?
Listen to you. You sound like Dad.
Well, genetics.
Which Young Sheldon moments have you revisited since watching First Marriage? Let us know in the comments.